Welcome to the Senior Techie Podcast. Imagine finishing your final cancer treatment, right? You ring that ceremonial hospital bell, and you finally go home.
Yeah, such a huge milestone.
Right, but then you realize the hardest part of your journey might just be starting.
It's a startling reality. The clinical research and survivor notes we're looking at, they all point to this massive drop-off in support once active treatment ends.
Exactly.
And, for seniors who actually face higher cancer rates than any other age group, that post-treatment isolation can be incredibly daunting.
It really can. And our mission here is to figure out how technology steps into that gap for you, or maybe the senior in your life. Because, well, surviving cancer is grueling enough. Staying well afterwards shouldn't drain whatever energy you have left.
No, it really shouldn't. And here at the Senior Techie, we see how tech acts as a bridge. But let's be real, the terminology alone could be a barrier.
Oh, absolutely.
If you feel like the digital world is, moving too fast, it's intimidating. So the research highlights two main tools, telehealth and adherence apps.
Right, let's translate those from Silicon Valley speak into practical terms for everyone.
Yeah, let's do that. So telehealth, it isn't just staring at a doctor on a screen. Think of it as a modern house call.
Oh, I like that comparison.
Yeah, instead of the doctor walking through your front door, they visit your living room through a secure video screen. It's like setting up a private triage center right in your own home.
That makes a lot of sense. And what about those medication apps? The articles talk about them reducing cognitive load, which sounds very clinical.
It does sound a bit dry.
Right.
So rather than seeing them as just, fancy alarm clocks, picture them as specialized digital gadgets right inside your phone.
Like a smart pill box.
Exactly like an automated pill box.
Yeah.
Or a synchronized digital pharmacist that just gently rings when it's time for a specific dose.
Okay, so a digital pharmacist and a living room triage center. But, those don't magically heal you.
No, they don't.
What jumps out to me from the research is how this software translates into actual physical energy preservation. Because, well, while a video screen isn't the same as an in-person handshake, doesn't avoiding that tiring commute actually preserve vital physical energy needed for healing?
You hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah.
Oncologists actually have a term for this. They call it transportation toxicity.
Wait, really? Transportation toxicity?
Yeah, because healing from cancer requires massive cellular energy. So every hour you spend, navigating a parking garage or sitting in a drafty clinic, that is energy stolen from your body's recovery.
Wow.
By using telehealth to just skip that commute, you are literally keeping fuel in the tank for cellular repair.
That completely reframes it for me. It's not just about convenience, it's resource management.
Precisely.
And I suppose that exact same logic applies to the cognitive side of recovery with those medication apps.
Oh, absolutely. The research emphasizes how common chemo brain or just generalized fatigue is after treatment.
Yeah, keeping track of, say, 6 different medications with varying schedules, that takes immense mental bandwidth.
It really does. And by outsourcing your working memory to an app, your brain doesn't have to constantly hum in the background, worrying about whether you accidentally doubled up on a pill.
Right. You let the app do the heavy mental lifting so your body can focus on getting better. Which brings up another huge hurdle here, the emotional toll. Healing isn't just physical.
Far from it. The data shows a sharp spike in anxiety for survivors because, well, the structured routine of daily hospital visits suddenly vanishes.
You're just left alone with your thoughts.
Exactly.
And a local support group meeting every other Tuesday at the community center doesn't really help when you wake up spiraling at 3 a.m.
No, it doesn't. And that is where online survivor communities fundamentally change the game. They operate on the psychological principle of asynchronous support.
Meaning they are always awake.
Yes. Midnight, dawn, it doesn't matter. You can instantly connect with people facing the exact same fears. It just dismantles those geographical and temporal barriers to empathy.
It's fascinating. You don't even have to leave your favorite armchair to find people who truly understand the specific anxiety of waiting for a follow-up, Stan.
Exactly. And when you look at the big picture drawn by all these sources, it leaves us with an empowering question for you to ponder.
What's that?
How might taking just one small step, like adopting a single digital tool, not only help manage your physical health, but completely transform your sense of independence and emotional connection during recovery?
This podcast was brought to you by The Senior Techie. It's available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. If you'd like to receive their free newsletters, you can subscribe at subscribe.theseniortechie.com.